Okay, the wing is 3 pieces, so 1, 2, 3, so you need to glue those together. Now the way to do this is clean up the surfaces first, and then lay the 2 surfaces you're going to join on a piece of sticky tape, like this, and then open up the joint, put glue into it, and then close the joint and just put a weight on the top, and that'll make a nice clean seam, and you just peel off the paper when the glue's dried. Now, something to bear in mind is that when you cut the aileron from this wing, you've got a pre-cut slot at this end, and you're going to cut a slot along that join there. So what I did was I marked where the join was going to be, which was up to there, and that section I haven't glued, which means that I'll be able to make a nice clean cut through there when cutting out the aileron. So once you've glued them together, the next thing to do is to mask it off before you do the sanding. So you can do this from the plan. Just mark off which areas need to be sanded, which is this area and this area. Put a piece of masking tape on, and that'll guide you as to where you should sand, and it'll prevent you from sanding the area which shouldn't be sanded initially. And then what you do is you can't see it very well, but you mark the midpoint along each of the edges, and what you're aiming for is a 3mm edge, both at the leading edge and the trailing edge. Okay, the wings are all shaped now, so they've been sanded off, and what you can do is you can test the curvature with one of the fuselage sides, so the wing seat should match the wing. There we go. So that's exactly what it needs to be. And then the next thing is to cut out the ailerons. So if you remember, on this piece here I didn't glue it for 2 centimeters in, so that was easy just to run your knife through there. The cut at this end is already in place, so it's just a question of putting the steel rod across and cutting it out. So there we are. A nice sharp knife, one of these, new blade, and that cuts out quite easily. Okay, so here are the 2 wings done. So they've been shaped, the ailerons cut out, and I've just put labels on to make sure I know which is which. Now the next job will be to cut a slight taper on the edges here in order that the correct dihedral is attainable. I think that's 34 under each wingtip. So I'll get some blocks of wood, the right sort of height to raise them up, and glue them together. Making sure, of course, almost forgot, the ply brace that fits in the slot there. So I need to cut that out and make sure that fits okay. So here we have the 34mm spacers on each side of the wing, a piece of tape across the bottom of the join, and then glue applied, the brace fitted, and just a couple of batteries helping to weigh it down in position until the glue dries. And here's the finished wing. So all I have to do is put the glass cloth through the middle here, top and bottom, and that'll be ready then for final sanding and covering.